I'm an ecologist, and now that it's April in my world, that means it is breeding bird survey time. Bird surveys mean very, very early alarms. Mine went off at 4:30 this morning, and it's only going to get earlier because you have to be here for sunrise. But the early alarms are very much worth it. This morning I'm out surveying ground nesting birds, or more specifically the wading birds. So curlew, lapwing, oystercatcher, snipe, golden plover. So let's go see what we can find. So a lot of the wading birds are endangered in this country. So the curlew, for example, specifically is on the red list. So getting an idea of their breeding populations, locations they're breeding, and the success of that breeding, so how many chicks are fledging each year, is extremely important to help us protect these species and hopefully get their numbers going in a positive direction in the future. And there we have a curlew, which is brilliant. So what it's just doing now is a territorial flight, where it loops like that. And up here, above me to the right, is the second of the curlew pair. What that hopefully means is somewhere in this area, these two curlew will start to nest. Doing that territorial flight is obviously a very good indication of that being its breeding territory. There is a very small bird flying there. That is a snipe. Now, I don't know if you can hear this, but what it's doing currently is something called drumming. So drumming is the snipe's territorial display. So again, that's really good news to have it doing it over this field, because then you know that that snipe's breeding territory is somewhere in this field. Fantastic news. We have another curlew there, just coming up from feeding in those rushes. Quite a chatty curlew, this one. And flying just behind it here is the partner of the pair. So that's the second curlew pair just around this small area, which is fantastic to see. And actually, that is an oystercatcher pair. Again, all wading birds, all exactly what I'm looking for. Fantastic to see. Here we have got a lapwing. Really distinct wing-shaped lapwings and a very distinctive call as well. Down there in the grass is 3 oystercatchers waddling around together. They are keeping a very close eye on me. Obviously, birds don't know I'm surveying them in order to protect them. They're just viewing me as a predator and a potential threat. However, they are not alarm calling, so that would suggest there isn't a nest or chicks anywhere in the area. Plus, it is very early in the season, if that was to be the case anyway. Okay, some definite good news. I have just seen that lapwing up there chasing a crow away from its territory, which means at the very least there is a nest somewhere in there. Potentially there could actually already be chicks in there. Back to my car now. So plenty of waders today, which is brilliant. I saw a nice mix of species as well. Didn't manage to find that lapwing nest, unfortunately, but that's all right. We do multiple surveys throughout the bird survey season, so I will have a couple more chances to go back and have a look for that nest, and hopefully some other nests and some chicks as well. So I do hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you on the next one.